today? I hear it's a trip. I'm going to talk about that when we come back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant. Well, the dating scene seems to be a really big issue these days. I wouldn't know about it because I'm married, I have a wonderful wife, I have a wonderful relationship, and, I am so glad that I'm not out there dating because from what I understand, it's a trip. I saw something on the internet the other day where a woman said dating is like buying a new pair of shoes. You put them on for a while, and then as time goes on, when you don't like them, you take them off because you want to try on a new pair. And I guess that was her metaphor to say that people get involved in relationships, they try them out, if they don't work, they don't like them, they go on to the next person. And then they go on to the next person after that, and the next person after that. So you get to a point to where you're just fed up. And so people just decide to not date at all. I guess people just decide to, if I like somebody and they turn me on, I'll have sex with you and then that's it, and I'll throw you away and move on to the next person. Or I won't even do that. I'll just stick to myself and not be involved in any type of relationship. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I do want some companionship. I do want somebody to go home to. I do want somebody to care for me. But I can't do it because it's so screwed up out here because people just don't have their stuff together. When are we going to change, people? When are we going to start to look at ourselves and make some gut-level, honest decisions about some of the character defects that we have, that we need to work on, that we need to change in order for us to be either acceptable to somebody else or to accept somebody else. Because as much as we would like to think that it's cool to be by ourselves, we all know that we want to be in some type of sustainable relationship. That's what it's really all about. And for us to think, no, it's not, then come on. Because everything that you see on the airwaves and on the internet and read about, the majority of those things are about relationships. How they are screwed up, how they're not screwed up, how they get involved in one. Most women's magazines that you see give you a 10-point bullet point situation and how you can break a man down and get him involved into a relationship until you get him to walk you down the altar. That's what it's all about. But for whatever reason, we struggle with that, especially in my community. We struggle with that big time. I don't need no man. I do this by myself because all the men out there are either married, in jail, gay, or no good. So I'll just be by myself. And that same person is probably one of the most bitter persons or people that you'll ever meet and will not readily admit to you the reason why they're so bitter is because they lack companionship. Stop playing. Get yourself together and figure out how you can get some companionship. Brothers, stop playing with these women. Get yourself together and be available to become a good brother in the relationship. Create a couple situation so that we can build our communities. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob Rant.